Today I'm showing you the exact gear I use to earn over 100,000 euro a year as a full-time architectural photographer. Some of the equipment is budget friendly. Some things are high-end investments, but every single piece is battle tested and chosen for one reason. It helps me deliver top-tier results fast, reliably, and on my own. Whether you're just starting out or already shoot client work, this setup could change how you work and what you're able to charge. So let's dive in. If you're new here, my name is Albrecht Voss. I'm a full-time architectural photographer from Germany and Hasselblad master winner, with more than 15 years of experience in the field. Let's start with the backpack I use. The Peak Design Everyday Backpack has been with me for 7 years, every single day. For the past 2 years, I've kept it fully packed with the setup I'm about to show you. That way, it's always ready for last-minute client calls. Charged batteries, empty SD cards, everything in place. What I love most about this backpack is the clean design and how easily I can access my gear. Just unzip it and grab what you need. No need to drop the bag in dirt or wet grass. But there's one big issue that affects all Peak Design bags and backpacks. Curious? Then make sure to watch my video about Peak Design camera bags. My main camera is the Canon R5. For my work as an architectural photographer, it's the perfect all-arounder. With 45 megapixels, it gives me enough resolution for large format prints and plenty of room to crop. The viewfinder is gorgeous and the flip-out screen helps me in any shooting position. Time-lapse mode, in-body image stabilization, solid dynamic range, low noise. It really checks all the boxes. I usually shoot compressed C-RAW, which keeps file sizes under 30 megabyte, perfect for handling large volumes efficiently. Inside the camera, I run a 128 gigabyte SD card for RAW files and a 1 terabyte CF Express card for JPEG previews and video files. To power it all, I carry 4 spare Canon LPE6 NH batteries, enough for 2 long production days without charging. The Canon TSE 24mm f3.5L lens is the gold standard in architectural photography. It's widely used by Canon, Sony and Fujifilm shooters alike. I take about 70% of my images with this lens. Its sharpness matches the R5's 45 megapixels, and even after 10 years, the tilt-shift mechanics still work perfectly. When I need a little more reach, I'll add the Canon extender EF 1.4 to the 24mm, which makes it a 35mm. For ultra-wide shots, especially when working close to tall buildings, I rely on the Venus Optics Laowa 50mm f4.5 0D shift lens. Compared to the Canon TSE 17mm, it gives me more field of view and the image quality is on par. After 5 years of regular use, the build quality is still solid. No regrets buying this third-party lens. Both shift lenses are mounted via a Canon EF to RF adapter, since unfortunately Canon still hasn't released any native RF tilt-shift lenses. The third lens in my core setup is the Canon RF 24-105 f4L IS USM lens. It's my go-to for tighter compositions and details. With longer focal lengths, I don't miss the tilt-shift functionality as much. This lens is super flexible, it works great for architecture, reportage, and even for the occasional portrait. For the 24-105 and the 24mm TSE, I use the Freewell 95mm magnetic variable ND filter system. It comes with a 2-5 and 6-9 stop ND filter, both of which can also function as polarizers. My favorite trick? I flip the 6-9 stop ND and use it as a 5-stop ND plus polarizer combo. That lets me shoot at f8 and ISO 100 at around a 15th of a second, just slow enough to blur people walking through the frame, while also cutting reflections and boosting sky and foliage detail. Occasionally, I throw on the included mist filter, but that's rare. Thanks to the magnetic system, swapping filters is quick and easy, and the oversized threads fits all my lenses with a single step-up ring. Even though I like to shift and shoot handheld with my tilt-shift lenses, My Canon R5 usually lives on my Gitzo Traveler Series 2 tripod. It's the perfect blend of compact size, ideal working height, low weight and solid stability. If you want a full review of this tripod, check out my dedicated video to it. For the past year, I've been using the ARCA-SWISS Core 60 tripod head with it. It's a true masterpiece of mechanical precision. Compared to the popular ARCA-SWISS Cube, it's much lighter and way better suited for long solo shooting days. One downside though, it doesn't allow shooting straight up or down. So, as a backup, I carry the ARCA-SWISS Monoball P0 Plus Hybrid. One tool that's made a huge difference in my day-to-day workflow is the small rig rotatable horizontal to vertical mount plate kit. It lets me switch from horizontal to vertical orientation in just 1 second, all while maintaining the exact same perspective. That one feature alone saves me a ton of time throughout the day, which means more usable shots for my clients. Just one tip, always set a 2-second timer when using it. Otherwise, you'll get some vibration blur from the camera shake. When available light isn't enough, I bring the Profoto B10. This flash is the perfect mix of compact size and serious output. I often hold it in one hand and bounce the light off a wall or ceiling to brighten the scene, remove unwanted color casts, or increase contrast. I usually shoot at 1/4 to half power, which gets me through a full shoot on one battery. Still, I always pack a spare just in case. I also keep a 1/4 CTO gel taped directly to the flash, ready to warm up the light when needed. At night, I use the built-in LED with adjustable color temperature for light painting or simply to find my way around in the dark. If I need more light control, I'll use the Profoto Translucent Deep M Umbrella in 105 cm or the Profoto OCF Softbox 2 feet octa on a Manfrotto air-cushioned Ranker stand. These stands are light, sturdy and super easy to stack and transport. Now, when I'm working with flash, I'm usually moving around in the frame, trying to add contrast from specific angles. To trigger the camera and see my results live, I use a CamRanger 2 wireless system. It gives me up to 100 meters of range. Then I control everything from my iPad Pro 9.7-inch M1. When I change locations or just need both hands free, I click the iPad into a basic tablet clamp from Newer, which goes into the best magic arm I've ever used. The iFootage Spider Crab Magic Arm MA324 with a crab clamp. This little metal arm probably deserves its own video. It locks rock solid, never slips or twists, and makes attaching anything to my tripod quick and reliable. If you're enjoying this video, hit that like button. It really helps me keep creating more content like this for you. And if you don't want to miss the next episode, make sure to subscribe now. Even though I often team up with specialized production companies for larger video projects, most of my clients still expect some level of video content on almost every shoot. That's why I always carry a compact but reliable video setup in my bag. The DJI Mini 3 Pro for aerials and indoor flight-throughs, and the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is filming this video, on an Insta360 selfie stick for behind the scenes and YouTube footage. No, it's not the most cinematic setup in the world, but it's incredibly portable and delivers surprisingly high image quality if you know how to grade the files. Even with these small sensors, I've shot dozens of client-ready videos and even fine art prints. Plus, in Europe, the Mini 3 has fewer flight restrictions, especially in urban areas. DJI really shows how far camera tech has come in the last few years. Let's wrap up with a few small items that live in my backpack's inner pockets. The right outer pocket, always empty, so I can quickly drop in or grab a lens and use the flap as a mini work surface. The left side is reserved for a half-liter Stanley water bottle and some snacks for an afternoon energy boost. My iPhone in a Peak Design mobile case gets constant use throughout the day for scouting, previewing angles, checking light and weather, or replying to quick emails. When I'm working solo for hours, I also keep my AirPods Pro 2 on hand for music or podcasts. And a hidden air check gives me peace of mind knowing exactly where my gear is. For dusty lenses or light rain, nothing beats a simple lens cloth. And if I ever get sensor dust, a lens blower lives in my car. But thanks to the R5's shutter protection, it's rarely needed. For quick handheld shots, I use the Peak Design leash. And for fast charging or file transfers, I carry a 1 meter Thunderbolt 4 cable. The Victorinox Swiss tool with a ratchet sees daily use, tightening tripod plates, cutting tape, or making quick fixes on set. I also keep a few old-school business cards on me, for spontaneous sales or if I need to send a model release right on location. Oh, and can't forget the shoe covers. Construction dust in steriles and fresh cleaned apartments don't mix, and clients really notice when the photographer thinks ahead. Of course, I bring additional gear when needed. Laptops for tethering, extra lights for more complex setups, and time-lapse or video tools for specific projects. But this kit, it's always packed and ready, and it earns me the bulk of my income for years. Efficient, reliable, as uncompromising as it gets. If you're building your own architecture kit, I hope this gives you a real-world benchmark that works under pressure. And if you'd like to look over my shoulder while I work, join me for one of my photo trips to southern Spain, where we'll explore the most stunning spots of Andalusia. Or sign up for a one-to-one online workshop where you can ask anything you like, photography related. And if you haven't already, sign up for my VIP Club newsletter for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, early access to new workshops, and a free monthly wallpaper download. I'd also love to hear about your favorite gear for architectural photography. Let's chat in the comments. Until then, have fun shooting and see you next time.